Okay, fam, we got a big time announcement, I'm so excited to announce that we have a new...
This struggle got purpose and we grow. So whatever role we have to take next, all I need to know is that we'll roll with the punches.
All right, fam, we got a big time announcement. I got the big time hat on today because today is a special day. Happy birthday, happy 50th birthday, Randy. But we've even got a bigger time announcement You know, back in 2009, when I started Midwest Anxiety, we had those offices, and that office in Corporate Woods, back the OGs know 2009 to 2014, we had that office in Corporate Woods, and boy, I had that stiff collar on and that tie and those press slacks, and I thought that was the way that I was gonna do mental health. I thought that was the way that I was gonna do, basically that's how I was gonna do it. And not so fast, my friend, not so fast. Fast forward, we've got a whole different way of doing mental health, and we appreciate all of you out there. We appreciate all of you out there that ride with us, that love doing mental health differently. There's lots of ways to do mental health, fam. Lots of ways to do mental health. A lot of great ways. Our way is just one way, and we believe that doing mental health differently is the good way, is the great way. But we also know there's so many ways, and we just want you to do mental health. We want you to do mental health. We don't care if it's our way. We don't care if it's some other way. And today is just another advancement. It's another way of us doing mental health differently and continuing to strengthen the MWA thing, strengthen our services in the community. So I want you to sit back and I want you just to listen to this announcement. We got a big time announcement. We got the big time jacket going on. Okay, we got the big time announcement. We have a big time announcement today. It's Randy's 50th birthday. On my 50th birthday, we got a big time announcement. Happy birthday to you, Randy. Happy birthday. But that's not the big time announcement. The big time announcement is so special, so exciting. I feel so good about it. On my birthday, we got to get the big time announcement bow tie on. Okay, always the most difficult part of this, putting this on. Okay, how's this look? How's this look, fam? How's this look? We gotta look our Sunday's best for this big time announcement. Okay, how we doing? How we doing, fam? How we doing? Okay. Always get anxiously excited for this. Always get so anxiously excited. Okay, you there? Let's test the microphone here. Testing, 1, 2. Can you hear me out there? Testing, 1, 2. Okay, fam, we got a big time announcement. I'm so excited to announce that we have a new... All right, full announcement. The full announcement comes out tonight at 7 p.m. We're gonna just continue on with daily because, you know, we're just out here doing mental health. We're out here doing mental health, and today is it's the MWA thing kind of day. It's the MWA kind of day because, oh wow, today, let's see, let me go through my day. Started out by accompanying by, that's a big word. Started out by going with the clients to the dentist and just providing some support and some help as the client was receiving the dental services. So, you know, not only do we go to homes and schools, we're going into dentists, we're going into doctor's office. So I started out my day that way, and then I got a school meeting where I'm just meeting with the counselor, the teacher, the student, the parents. We're just reviewing this school year and all the progress that this student has made this year, and just giving big kudos and just recognizing how much everyone has put into this school year. And so then, oh yeah, I'm going to a park, listening to some music with the client, because you know what? That's what the client needs to open up, right? To open up the process, to get comfortable, is going to a park and listening to music. And then, you know what? After that, I think I'm going to go with the client into a feared situation that causes some high anxiety for that client, and I'm going to go with them and do some exposure response prevention. So there's lots of things that I'm doing in my day on top of announcing just a big time announcement and all the other stuff, fam. But that's what I love about mental health. That's what I love about Midwest Anxiety. That's what I love about what we're building and growing, is just a different way of doing mental health. All right, this is something that I talk about all summer, and this is the first time I'm talking about it this summer, or it's almost the summer. School's out for the summer. It's out in the next week or two, but I always remind you, when school is out for the summer, I know we travel, we have fun, we play in sandboxes, we do all that stuff. But I also want to tell you that that's the off season. That's the off season when you're out of school and you have the opportunity to work on the struggles maybe that you couldn't during the school year because, you know, you just didn't have time. You had soccer practice, band practice, choir practice, you had too much homework, whatever else. The off season, bam, if you struggle during the school year, the off season is when you should put in that time. You got more time. I know you're going to be traveling. We'll work around it. But don't wait until this coming school season. What is this, 26, 27? Don't wait till this school year and then be like, okay, I'll start again. Because the time to work on, it's kind of like, you know, sports. They do all the training and all the getting better in the off season. And this is your off season. So sure, take your breaks, take your vacations, go have your pool days, but don't sleep on this off season. Don't sleep on this off season, because this is a great time. If you need testing done, if you need therapy, whatever it is, get it done this off season. All right, fam, you're gonna be hearing me talk about the off season all summer, because I get calls the first day of school, and they're like, yeah, Randy, I know you were talking to us about doing it in the off season, but we didn't do it, and now we're struggling on the first day of school. Don't be that family. All right? Do the work this summer. So next school year is a better school year. All right, one last thing on today. One thing that's on the tippy top of my mind, my brain. All you OGs out there have heard me talk a lot about JBU, just be you. And over the years, I've heard people say, Randy, don't be that way. Like, you're acting strange. You're not acting like a therapist. You act your age, be 50 years old. I mean, I get all that, I understand that, and certainly I take that into account. But here's the thing, y'all. I just got to be myself. And I was born a people pleaser. I was born thinking about everyone else and how to take care of everyone else. And throughout the years, I've thought about a lot of people other than myself. And that created a lot of anxiety in my life, a lot of disappointment, a lot of sadness, a lot of anger, frustration. And you know what? At some point, I just decided I'm going to just show up me. I'm going to show up in the world as me, as authentically, as genuinely, if those are words. I'm not the best at English, okay? And that's just me. I make up my own language sometimes, but I'm just going to show up in this world every day just being me. Just JBU-ing. I'm just going to JBU. And if people don't like me, if people think I'm weird, if I lose business, hey, that's just part of it, because the payoff, the benefit is I just feel 100% comfortable and confident with myself, and going through the day, I just don't feel like I have to put on for others, and it just feels really secure and safe and centered and grounded, and you know, all those things that we therapists say. It just feels good to be that way when you finally get to a place in your life where you're just like, I give permission for people not to like me, for people to basically think that should be some other way, because this is just who I am. This is just who I am, and it's good. So my hope is that you can get to a place. You can get to a place that you can just be yourself, that you don't have to worry about others, that you don't have to put on for others. And the first way to do that is just to love yourself, the good, the bad, and the ugly. Remember those times where we talked about putting your hand on your heart and just saying, I love you, and then your name. Just giving yourself grace, being unconditional with your love towards yourself, and helping yourself become accepting of yourself and love of yourself, and get to that good place. So now you can walk out to the world, and when people have that disappointment, when they have that frustration, when they have that rejection for you, it doesn't hurt near as hard. It doesn't hurt because you've got that shield, you've got that armor to basically say, I care and love myself, and I don't need anyone else to do that for me to feel loved, to feel good, to feel valued. I got that for myself. All right. Hey, it's been a good day. Lots of great stuff happening. I appreciate you being on this ride and you being part of the MWA fam. I think that's all for today. Hope you have a big smile on your face. Lots of love in your heart, and see you again tomorrow. On track, now we going way up.